Hello, this is Spartan Commander, and this is a 488th Rome Total War Brotherhood game that I've put onto YouTube. Just before I introduce the teams, I've got a small announcement to make, and that is I'm amazed and really pleased to tell you that we've reached a milestone on our Brotherhood YouTube battle channel. We've just received over 90,000 total views. In fact, we've got 90,338 total views on our Brotherhood YouTube channel. Now, bearing in mind that RTW is over 16 years old now, I think to get over 90,000 views is kind of a real achievement. And I hope you all still enjoy watching our battles as much as you ever did. And what I want to do is try and find a worthy and memorable battle to kind of mark that milestone of getting over 90,000 views. And I think with this battle I've really found that particular battle. This battle is really memorable and I think is really worthy, is close and is really exciting, and I hope you enjoy it. As I say, it's a real milestone getting over 90,000 views. Okay, our first teammate is a Brotherhood member, Legion 22. Now Legion 22 has got 10 Spartans, 2 armoured hoplites, 6 archers and 2 fast moving general armoured cavalry units. Okay, so he's got quite a diverse amount of units within that Greek city's army. Should be interesting to see how well he does with them. Okay, our next teammate is Brotherhood member Barclayman. Now Barclayman has got 12 infantry, 2 archers and 5 cavalry. Okay, 12 infantry, 2 archers and 5 cavalry. Quick look at the upgrades on his infantry. Okay, he's got 7 upgrades on his infantry. An experienced stripe, gold shield, gold attack. Okay, so that's some serious infantry there. Remember, that stripe really does make a difference. Have a quick look at the upgrades on his cavalry. Only got gold shield, gold attack on his cavalry because of course he spent his money on his infantry there. Okay, so I think that's a pretty good army. And also here you'll see that he's got a town watch unit, and of course if he incorporates that into his piler shield unit, as long as it stands its ground, it'll soak up pilers as good as any other expensive unit. It's got very low morale, but as I say, if it stands its ground, that's fine. So that's a pretty good army there. Okay, our next teammate is our newest Brotherhood member Man 2, who's bought his faction of choice, Germania. Now he's got 10 chosen axemen, 4 archers and 5 cavalry and an armoured cavalry general unit. I just want to show you the upgrades on his chosen axemen there, and you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 fully upgraded chosen axemen. Now remember, these guys are effective against armor. They carry those effective against armor axes, and they are capable of really cutting wide swathes through heavily armored enemy troops like Roman urban cohorts. And he's got 10 of them fully upgraded. He's got 4 archers and he has got 6 cavalry. Okay, he's got 5 Gothic cavalry and an armoured cavalry general there. Okay, if you look at the upgrades on his cavalry, okay, he's only got 6 upgrades on his cavalry, gold shield, gold attack, because he spent his money on his chosen axemen there. And of course he's got his armoured cavalry general there, warlord there. Okay, so I think that's a pretty good Germanic army, but if you see there's a couple of things missing maybe. No Knight Raiders and no Berserkers. Okay, he's got no Knight Raiders and no Berserkers. Remember, Berserkers probably the most powerful unit on Rome Total War, possibly. So it'll be interesting to see how well that army does during the course of the battle. And our 4th teammate is myself, Spartan Commander, who has got 18 Sacred Band Spearmen and 2 Slingers. Okay, 18 Sacred Band Spearmen and 2 Slingers. So there's our team, quite diverse, I think you'll agree. We've actually got Legion's Greek city units. We've got Rome. Yeah, we've got Greek cities units. We've got Rome. We've got Germania. And we've got Carthage. This should be a really great battle for you to watch, and I hope you enjoy it. And here is the other team. We have Titan's Bubo, who has unusually bought the Parthia faction. Now he has got 14 archers and 6 cavalry. Okay, so for Parthia, he's got 14 archers and 6 cavalry. Nice to see Parthia brought to the modern day battlefield. Okay, let's have a look at the upgrades on his archers there. And what are they? Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right, they are fully upgraded. So his archers are fully upgraded. 3 experienced stripes, gold shield, gold attack. So that's really good upgrades on those archers there. Let's have a look at his cataphracts. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 6. Okay, fully upgraded cataphracts. And remember, these are the tanks of the ancient world because they're armored from head to toe, and fully upgraded. That gives them a massive 29 defense. Okay, so that makes them incredibly difficult to kill. 29 defense. And fully upgraded with those 3 experience stripes, keeps them fighting longer. If you notice here, he's got an armored Eastern armored cavalry general there. Okay, also fully upgraded. Okay, so that just like to tell you that fully upgraded unit has got a massive 30 defense. Okay, plus 2 hit points. So a massive 30 defense plus 2 hit points. So my guess is that unit's going to fight right down to the last man. I don't expect to see that unit rout. I would think that's going to fight right down to the last man until he's dead. And so that's what the upgrades are on there. So as I say, massive there. Now look at his archers. I know a lot of you like statistics. 14 archers of 80 men a unit there. That comes to 1,120 men. Now each one of those men can fire 30 arrows. Okay, so each one of those archers can shoot 30 arrows, which equates, get ready for this, to 33,600 arrows. So those 14 archer units can fire 33,600 arrows. So look at the firepower that Bubo's bringing to the battlefield there, plus those fully upgraded cavalry. Okay, so make no mistake, those archers there can fire 33,600 arrows. Imagine the damage they can do in the right circumstances with those archers there. Okay, so that's a hell of a lot of firepower that Bubo's bringing to the battlefield. Okay, their next teammate is RTW player Winter is Coming. A lot of you know him, very good player. He has got 20 pike units. Okay, and those of you again that like statistics, that army now consists of 2,420 men. Okay, 2,420 men, 20 pike units there. Okay, so that is a formidable force to contend with. That is really formidable there. Let's have a look at the upgrades. You can see 8 upgrades, 2 experience stripes, gold shield, gold attack, and look at the length of those pikes. Our men have got to fight all the way down those pikes to kill the man on the other end. And there's 2,420 of them, so that's a heck of a lot. Okay, their next teammate is Brotherhood member Clash. Now Clash has just got 10 infantry, 4 archers and 6 cavalry. Okay, 10 infantry, 4 archers, 6 cavalry. His cavalry is hiding in the woods, but each of his cavalry units have got 8 upgrades on. 2 experience stripes, gold shield, gold attack. So that's some serious cavalry there. But only 10 infantry. I wonder if those well upgraded cavalry will make up for those 10 infantry there. Okay, and their 4th teammate, if we can find him in the woods. Ah, there he is RV Clansman. Okay, it's RV Clansman Comrade Stalin. Okay, RV Clansman Comrade Stalin, and he has got 9 infantry, 3 archers and 6 cavalry. Okay, 9 infantry, 3 archers and 6 cavalry has RV Comrade Stalin. Nice to see RV in our game there. We've got Titans, RV, and of course Brotherhood members in our game. So it's nice to be to have so many different people in our games. Okay, we've got a lot of diversity in that team. You've got Parthia, Macedon, Rome, and of course Rome in the woods there. Okay, so this has got the potential to be a really great battle, and I hope it's a memorable battle to commemorate our 90,000 views. Okay, right at the beginning of the game here, even before we formed up, can you see that Mantu is taking his fast-moving general cavalry unit there across to attack the SBQR archers there? Very aggressive here by Mantu right from the beginning of the game here. There we are, riding in with his cavalry there for a few seconds, and bang, as he charges into those archers. I see the SBQR general is bringing his heavy cavalry across there to counter Mantu's general attacking unit there. But of course that fast-moving general unit there will be able to outrun the slower-moving heavy cavalry of the SBQR units there. Right, let's just pause the game for a second. So that was a nice aggressive attack there by Mantu. And of course on the other flank here, we've got another attacking player, as in Legion 22, and he had 2 of his fast-moving armoured cavalry generals hiding in the woods there, and he just brought them out the woods because he is going to attack one of those 14 archer units that Bubo has bought. Now it'd be interesting to see if Bubo spotted those fast-moving cavalry coming out of the woods, or whether those 2 fast-moving cavalry would be able to smash into those archers and cause a lot of damage before Bubo can spot it and counterattack with his own cavalry. Okay, Bubo spotted it. Can you see he's turned his last two cavalry units there to try and neutralise Legion's cavalry units there, smashing into the back of his archers. Good time for Legion to pull those out now. He doesn't want to track with fully upgraded cataphracts. So, as I say, attacking on both flanks there by fast-moving cavalry units from both Legion 22 and Man 2. Okay, you can see Man 2 got his archers here. Good quality. Those chosen archers there, and they're shooting straight into those SBQR archers, plus the cavalry in there. Seeing that cavalry in there is a 54-man unit, been reduced to 42 from archer fire there. So bringing cavalry out into the range of enemy archers, that you can chase the unit away that you are trying to chase, but you do suffer casualties. And as I say, those Germanic archers there will be shooting loads of arrows into those SBQR archers and the SBQR cavalry if they get a chance. As you can see there, the chosen archers have got really good defense, and they're quite powerful. They can do a lot of damage with their arrows as well, so they will be causing a lot of casualties to those SBQR cavalry and archer units there. You see Man 2's brought his fast-moving general cavalry unit back yet, probably to give it a rest. But notice here Legion, look, taking his fast-moving units out once again, trying to hit one of those Parthian archer units there. Quick strike, surgical strike there, and bang! And he smashes in to that one unit there. Even with those fully upgraded archers there, Parthia morale so low that they can be more susceptible to routing than most other archer units. Remember, Parthia's morale in general is quite low. That was a nice little surgical hit there by Legion. Okay, so let's just pause the game for a second, have a look at the setup at the other team there. So you can see here, you've got the Julii here on our left. You've got SBQR and Parthia in the centre there. Centre right, centre left, and you've got that massive Macedonian army on our right flank there. Okay, so looking at our team here, you can see our setup there is you've got our Greek cities ally on the right, you've got my Carthaginians there, and if you notice here, Man 2 keeping his barbarian troops at the rear there, obviously because we know barbarian troops are extremely susceptible to missile damage, and he certainly doesn't want any truck with those 14 Parthian archers there. So he's going to keep his chosen axemen way at the back there to avoid archer damage. Okay, so that's a nice tactical positioning move there by Man 2. Meanwhile here, his archers here still firing loads of arrows into those SBQR archer units there. And once again, he's charging forward with his fast-moving general unit, looking to smash into those archers there. I got a feeling there could be an SBQR cavalry unit hiding in those woods. There you go. You see him appear from the woods. He's going to charge into there. Bang! As that Germanic unit went in, smashed into those archers. He's going to be counter-attacked by those hiding SBQR cavalry units there. It's come out of the woods. So that was a nice aggressive attacking move again, once again by Man 2 with his armoured cavalry. It looks like he's going in again. The thing is, you can get a little bit overconfident when you use these fast moving units, and if he's not careful, he might get hit by cavalry and then he would be routed. So need to keep an eye on that. Alright, he's going to charge in now. Bang, but he's just been hit by that SBQR unit, and that could rout him if he's not careful. Yeah, there you go. His Germanic general unit has been routed, but importantly, his general there is still alive. They haven't killed his general. So my guess is with the upgrades on that unit there, it will rally, and he'll still have his general there to give morale bonus to his troops. Okay, but look at those Parthian archers there. Oh my gosh, so many of them. That is absolutely amazing, really. And as I say, those 14 units can fire 33,600 arrows. Right, nice hit here by Legion's fast-moving cavalry units, routed one of those Parthian archer units there. Once again, a nice surgical strike there by Legion. Nice use of those fast-moving units there. As I say, a surgical strike routed that one unit. As I say, Parthian morale so poor, even with those upgrades on, they probably won't rally. But as I say, he's still got a lot of firepower here. I say I keep banging on about it, but 3,600 arrows those 14 archer units could fire, and that is a heck of a lot of firepower that Bubo's brought to the battlefield, and of course those maximum upgraded cataphracts as well. Okay, so you can see here Mantu on our left flank here with his archers causing a lot of casualties to the enemy archers. Let's pause the game for a second here. Okay, so you can see Barclayman's infantry there, but you can't see his cavalry anywhere. Okay, did you notice that? No Scipii cavalry in sight. Okay, well let me show you where he's hiding his cavalry. Now this is relevant towards the latter part of the battle here. Now he's hiding his cavalry in the woods there. Okay, so he's got some really well upgraded cavalry hiding in the woods there, ready to charge out when he is ready. Okay, but as I say, the enemy can't see, won't know where his cavalry are. If they look at the upgrades of his infantry, remember his infantry's got 7 upgrades, they might think, oh, he hasn't got any cavalry because he's put so many upgrades on his infantry. Okay, but please make a note of that his cavalry are hiding in the woods. Right, you can see another strike here by Legion with that fast moving, those couple of fast moving units there, trying to surgically hit that archer unit there, but Bubo cut him off with that cataphract unit there. So once again you can see Legion here, any chance he's got, he's going to smash into those archers, try and cause casualties in them, stopping the firepower that they've got. They're wearing their pajamas as well, so they must have been up late this morning. Right, you can see the enemy Julio troops moving forward here. Now you can see this Julio general here has got his cavalry unit in wide formation there to try and hoover up archers. See, the wider you've got that formation, the more ground you can cover and the more damage you can do to enemy archers. Like, he's kind of just like trying to hoover them up there, if you see what I mean. You can see Mantu's got his cavalry locked and loaded there, ready to charge in when he's ready. But as I say, the firepower of those Parthian archers there, make no mistake there, that could cause a lot of damage to our troops. And there's a general overview of our battle position as it stands at the moment. Now you can see those archers moving forward here, probably to target Barclayman's archers. If you notice here, Barclayman is realigning his infantry formation there to face a threat of those archers. And you can see here Legion 22's got his slingers. Remember, slingers have got 40 slingshots in comparison to 30 arrows that the archers have got. Right, see Barclayman here sending his town watch unit in. Bang, probably going to rout. Yep, routed that Parthian archer unit there. Nice use of his town watch unit there. That was a nice use of that unit. A lot of people don't bring town watch, but I would think he's using it as an expendable unit there. Once again, another Parthian archer unit routed by that unit. And once again, you can see Legion here using his fast-moving armoured cavalry general units here. Once again, trying to hit the archers there. Once again, Bubo's had to bring his cavalry out to cover his archers there again. Once again, let Legion moving in again. Any chance he gets with those fast-moving units, he's going to hit those enemy archers. Make no mistake there, that's what he's looking to do. And over here on our left flank, you can see that there's, as I say, a lot of archer units here. Now, I'm just wondering where the enemy are looking to attack. Be interesting to see. As I say, Mantu's keeping his chosen axemen at the back here, out of the archer range of those massive units of Parthia. He's got his cavalry locked and loaded, ready to move in when he's ready. Okay. But the way that the enemy Julio troops are moving here, it looks like they may well look to target Barclayman's infantry here. Okay, I'm just looking at the way that Julio infantry is slowly moving towards Barclayman here. It looks like there could be a hit on Barclayman. What do you think watching this? And plus you've got that SBQR cavalry has come out the woods as well here on this left flank. So it wouldn't surprise me here if the battle once and well and truly kicked off here on this left flank against Barclayman. Okay, you can see the SBQR unit here trying to chase down Germanic archer units there. My guess is the Germanic general will send his cavalry in there to attack that unit, which he's doing. And that unit now is going to have to pull back. He certainly doesn't want to fight those Gothic cavalry there. But there's a lot of cavalry out there. Can you see you've got SBQR cavalry you've got, let's just pause again for a second there, a lot of cavalry out there to our left flank. Okay, now if you just note here, can you see how Bubo's distributed his cavalry? 2 there, 2 there, and 2 on the other flank. Okay, and this is a new way. I notice that a lot of new players are starting to use their cavalry like that. See, I'm a bit old-fashioned, old school, as a lot of you know. I like to keep my cavalry in a tight bunch, so when I hit whatever I'm going to hit, it's like a punch, and I hope I can crash through whatever I hit. But of course, with the cavalry distribution like Bubo's done here, he's got 3 directions that he can hit in with his cavalry. So maybe that is the new modern way of using cavalry there. Maybe I'm just a bit too old school. Now Legion here, he won't really want to fight the Macedonians. For some reason Spartans don't do very well against the long-piked Macedonians. So I know Legion's not too keen on that. But my Carthaginian army here, I've bought specifically to try and counter the Macedonians. Okay, now Carthage does punch above its weight when fighting the big 120-man units, but I know Legion's not too keen on fighting that massive Macedonian army, so we'll have to watch that. You can see Legion's got a mixture of archers and slingers here that he's using, shooting in to the enemy pikemen and the enemy archers there. Okay, but as I say, please be aware here, he doesn't really want to fight those big Macedonian units, so just have to see what happens there on the right flank. Okay, you see our Germania ally there is pulling his cavalry back. He's outnumbered by enemy cavalry there, and I think the enemy cavalry is better upgraded than his, so he's made a good tactical decision here, pulled his cavalry back to his chosen axemen. So that's a good move there. So if the enemy cavalry want to attack, they'll have to attack his chosen axemen as well, which of course, remember, those chosen axemen are fully upgraded. Okay, but meanwhile here, over to the other part of the battle, just like to draw your attention here, can you see that the Macedonians here look like they're moving towards the Greek cities? Now make no mistake, the Macedonian general would like to take on the Greek cities there, because as I say, Spartans for some reason don't seem to do that well against the long pikes of Macedonia. So as I say, the Macedonian here will like to take them on. Now remember, that Macedonian army is 2,420 strong. 2,420 strong here. Okay, now there's a tactical move for this. Now I'm just going to pause the game for a second. Okay, because I just want to explain this I think is a tactical move here. Now can you see this big Macedonian army has moved over here? Okay, 2,400 men. Now I think this is like, should we say, a decoy or a distraction tactic here. Or maybe even this is going to be a sacrificial lamb army, you see, because that massive army there, I think, wants to engage both Greek cities and my army. So he's going to tie up 2 of our armies there, okay? So that's why I think this is a tactical move. Well, his 3 allies, SPQR, Parthia, and Julii, 3 armies, are going to smash into our 2 allies. Okay, so all those troops there can now smash into our Scipii ally and our Germanic ally in a 3v2 hit. Okay, so all those enemy troops there, 3v2 armies here against 3 armies against our 2 allies' armies here, where this massive Macedonian army engage our Greek city ally and my Carthage army there. So I think that's a nice tactical move there, and a bit of a distraction tactic as well, to draw Greek cities and myself over to this Macedonian army here, allowing his 3 teammates to attack our 2 teammates in a 3v2 tactical attack here. Okay, so as you know, with Carthage here, I always attack when I go in for the big 120-man units. Okay, now I'm going to talk to you a little bit about tactics here with spear and pikemen. Okay, newer players to Rome Total War, you might find this quite interesting. Well, I hope you do. Now what I want to do, can I show you the length of the Macedonian pikes? Now look how long those Macedonian pikes are there. You can see they are massively long there. Okay, now if you look at both Carthage and Greek city spears, see how short those spears are. Okay, now if you remain in defence, what a good Macedonian general will do, okay, yeah, you can see the short spears of Carthage and Greek cities, but if you remain in defence, what a good Macedonian general will do, will take his pikemen up, so that just the point of his pikes are killing your men, okay, using the length of those pikes to kill the forward men of your unit, making sure that he keeps his men away from your short spears. So a good Macedonian general would just move up close enough to kill your men with the points of his pikes, but keep his men away from your short spears so you can't kill any of his men. Okay, it's a good tactical move there. You don't often see it, but you used to see it a lot in the past. So with a short-speared faction like Greek cities and Carthage, you need to attack these big pike units, because if you don't, as I say, a good Macedonian general would just use the tips of those pikes to kill your men, and making sure he keeps his infantry out of range of your short spears. So as I say, it's a good tactical, a bit of tactical advice there, if you like. You see, with my Carthage Sacred Band, I don't hang around. Look, I'm going to charge straight into those Macedonians. I'm not going to remain in defence and let them kill my units without me being able to reach their men with my short spears. I'm just going to attack straight in, as you can see. Okay, so my Carthaginians now, as I say, I bought this army specifically to attack the Macedonians, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try and help Legion here. I know Legion didn't want to fight those Macedonian pikemen because, as I say, Spartans don't usually do very good against them. Okay, so there's a close-up there of the long-piked Macedonians there, but my Carthage Sacred Band, because I'm attacking, look, I close the gap there so I can reach those pikemen with my spears. Okay, now here you can see the Parthian general bringing his cavalry up round this flank. Now with all these pikes and spears, there is a bit of lag in this game for a little bit. Okay, hope it doesn't spoil your enjoyment too much. Okay, but you can see the Parthian general here now. Why do you think he's going to take his cavalry round this flank? Newer players to Rome Total War. Tactical cavalry move, okay? Now what he wants to do is, if he brings them round here, he's got several options. Okay, one option to smash into the rear of my engaged troops and my Greek city allies troops. That's one option he could do. He could move round there and take out our archers and our slingers. He could take all of them out as well. And the third option, possibly, he could move all his cavalry round there and then smash into the rear of our Scipio ally, maybe even taking out his general. Okay, so moving around there with his cavalry is a good tactical move, because it gives him possibly three options of what he can do with his cavalry. Okay, now no mistake here, look at the enemy Julii and SBQR infantry. Make no mistake here, they are going to go for our Scipio ally here. Poor old Barclay man there, he's going to have to make the best use of that experience stripe on his infantry. Okay, man 2's got his fully upgraded axemen and cavalry locked and loaded, ready to move in when he's ready. But as you can see here, poor old Barclay man's going to take a big hit here on our left flank. Now whether he'll be able to hold against this massive force that raging against him here, we just have to wait and see. But you can see the enemy Julii cavalry is locked and loaded, and my guess is he's going to have his finger on the trigger of that cavalry, and he's just going to pull that trigger, and that cavalry is going to smash in. He's moving forward with his Julii infantry as well into Barclay man. Okay, that as I say, that Parthia cavalry has got in behind us here. Looks like it's going to take option 2, which was to take out our archers here. Okay, so you're going to take out our archers and slingers that we've got in behind us here. But also, I think he would like to smash into the rear of our engaged troops if he could. Okay, let's just pause the game for a second here. So, as I say, he's taking out our archers and slingers there. As I say, our Scipio ally is under a big attack here. Right, you can see that the Julii general has pulled the trigger and the cavalry is smashing in there. Okay, we've got SBQR units coming around the left flank of our Greek city's ally here, look, ready to smash into the rear of his engaged troops. Okay, so things not looking very good here for us on this right flank. We've got those okay, you can see here now Legion spotted the danger from that Parthian cavalry and has turned the Greek city units to face a threat of that cavalry. Okay, now make no mistake, that Parthian cavalry would love to smash into the rear of our engaged troops, but they don't want any truck with Spartan spears facing them. Okay, I'm turning one of my Carthage units as well to face those cavalry as well, to stop them smashing into the rear. Make no mistake here, Booba would really like to smash those cavalry. He would love to smash them into the rear of our engaged troops. Okay, that's what he would really want to do. But of course, Legion and myself there are countering that with turning spear units to counter that. Okay, so that's the situation here on our right flank. And can you see these Parthian archers here? Now what he's going to do is probably move them, I would have thought, round to maybe this area here. Move all those archers round to this area here, and so they can shoot point blank into the rear of our engaged troops, especially my troops there, let you see. You can shoot, if all those archers there fire arrows into my troops, lowering the morale of my troops, that could be real problems for me as well. But make no mistake there, that Parthian cavalry is locked and loaded and would love to charge into the rear of our engaged troops, but as you can see, Legion and myself have countered that. Okay, now over here on our left flank, look at that Julii cavalry making inroads into our Scipii ally there. Remember though that Barclayman has got an experienced stripe on his infantry, which should help them to hold a bit longer. Okay, our Germanic ally is in action now. I can see him bringing cavalry and axemen into the fray against those Parthian cavalry. Okay, here comes some SBQR cavalry charging into our Scipioid ally, and bang, as they smash in there. I think Barclayman's doing incredibly well. Right, you can see our Germanic ally here now is charging in to try and relieve the pressure off of our Scipioid allies' infantry, and bang, as that Germanic cavalry charges in as well. Oh my gosh. This could be the make or break of the battle. Make no mistake about that. This is a pivotal part of the battle. If Barclayman folds here and our left flank breaks, here, then that will be probably the end of the game. Okay, but look at the pressure he's under. Our Germanic ally is charging in his cavalry and axemen here, right, and that Parthian cavalry there, make no mistake, I know where they're going, straight into the rear of Barclayman's infantry and into the rear of our Germanic allies' cavalry as well. Okay, you can see our Germanic ally here bringing his axemen around the flank here, probably looking to smash into the flank of those engaged enemy troops. Okay, he's got all his axemen here. Remember, those axemen are fully upgraded and are effective against armour. Okay, so he's ready to charge those in. But those Parthian cavalry there, if they strike, that could be the end of the game. Okay, now you can see here that the enemy archers, as we thought, are shooting point blank into the rear of my engaged Carthaginians there. But we're making inroads into the Macedonians here. We've managed to rout the Macedonian general, which is good news for us. We know Macedon morale is not very good, so that's good what we've routed the general, and our Greek citizen ally is advancing towards those Macedonians at the same time as well. Okay, now you can see the SBQR infantry here could be charging into the flank and rear of Legion's Greek city units there. Okay, so there we go on our right flank there, but over on our left flank and left centre here, as I say, this could be a pivotal part of the battle. This could be where the battle is won or lost here on this left flank. Look at the enemy cavalry charging in, bang, as they're charging in. Watch that Parthian cavalry coming in behind us. Okay, fully upgraded cataphracts there. Alright, let's just pause the game for a second. Now, this is a nice move by Mantua. He's put a couple of his axemen out there to try and neutralise the the cataphract attack going into the rear of our allies' troops there. Okay, he's thrown those couple of axe units out, but I reckon those Parthians there could just smash through those axemen maybe. Let's just see what happens. Okay, here comes Parthian cavalry straight into the rear, crunching through that Germanic unit there, and bang, as they smash into the rear of our troops. More Parthian cavalry coming in as well. I think Mantua did well there with his axemen against those Parthian cavalry, and he will be killing a lot of them with his effective against armour axes there. But oh my gosh, look at our Scipioid allies units routing there. They held for as long as they could there, but the numbers game was just totally against. The Germanic general's been killed as well. Right, let's just pause the game for a second here. So our Scipioid ally, for all intents and purposes, army infantry now has been broken. Most of the Germanic axemen on that flank at that particular part of the battle has been broken as well. So make no mistake, our left centre and left flank looks like it has now been broken. Okay, as you can see here. Okay, we've still got some axemen here. Those fully upgraded, effective against armour axemen are still there. Okay, he's got 4 units over there chasing down archers. Okay, I hope he brings them back into the fray to attack the infantry there. But as you can see here, our left flank, after a fierce fight there by Barclayman holding so well, has been broken. And now the enemy will look to roll us up from left to right. Make no mistake about that. They will now smash into us and roll us up from left to right. So, let's say the battle will be over soon. And well done to the enemy team there. As I say, they will smash into the rear of our engaged troops now. And as I say, that'll probably be the the end of the battle there. But at this stage, I'd just like to show you that Barclayman has decided to bring his cavalry out of the woods. Now, whether you think that they're a bit late in coming, or whether you think he's got the timing just right, when the enemy troops may be tired and battle depleted, and these fully intact, fresh cavalry units might make a difference, we just have to wait and see. Do you think he's brought the cavalry out a bit late, or do you think he's timed it just right? What do you think? But as I say here now, all of the Scipioid infantry has now been routed. Okay, make no mistake about that. All of Barclayman's infantry has now been routed, and now the enemy will concentrate on the Germanic effective against armour axemen. Okay, you can see several of those axemen units starting to rout. There you go. So Man 2's units there have routed. He's got, as I say, he's got some units he's chasing down archers. But here comes the cavalry. The cavalry has arrived. Barkley Man's cavalry has arrived. Now what's he going to do with these fully intact, fresh cavalry? What's he going to do? Let's see what he's going to do. Now, could he change the course of the battle? And bang! He charged in with that cavalry straight into the rear of those Macedonian units there. Nice hit there. Nice hit with his cavalry. So, has he got the timing right with his cavalry? Would you have brought the cavalry into the battle sooner? Or do you think he's got the timing just right here? Attacking tired, battle-depleted enemy troops. Now, he could make a real difference with his cavalry. Look, he's just charge in here. Oh dear, that's bad news for us. Our Greek city ally has just lost his general, so we've lost some morale bonus from that. But as you can see, look at Barkley Man's cavalry charging there. As I say, fully intact 54-man cavalry units, fresh as they charge in there. Smash into the back of that engaged SPQR infantry unit there to help Man 2's axemen out as well. So maybe a combination of fresh Scipii cavalry and those Germanic axemen there fully upgraded here. Could this turn the battle? Be interesting to see. As I say, with my Carthage Sacred Band, as a lot of you know, I just keep attacking all the time. I want to take the battle to the enemy, but you can see that the enemy here, there's a lot of enemy troops around Legion and myself. But look what Barkley Man's doing with his cavalry. Look, he's smashing the back of these SPQR units. Bang! And he smashes in there. Nice hit there. Really making the most use of those fresh, fully intact units. Routed a couple of those SPQR infantry units. Really doing well with those Scipii cavalry there. And you can see our effective against armour axemen, Germanic axemen being brought into the fray as well. So do you think we're going to be able to turn the battle here with those with the cavalry and those axemen there? We could well maybe turn the battle, or do you think it's too late? What do you think? Remember, those Parthian archers are shooting into us all the time, causing casualties there, right? As I say, you can see my units moving forward there. We've got Macedonian units, we've got Julio units, SPQR units attacking us, but I'm still moving forward my Carthage Sacred Band into the enemy, taking the battle to the enemy here with my Carthaginians. Okay, I'm not going to go defensive, I'm going to take the battle to the enemy at this stage. Barkley Man still got a couple of his cavalry units left, using them very effectively. And you can see those effective against armour axemen there are doing well against the enemy infantry. So there's a general overview of the battle as it stands at the moment. You can see how attritional this battle is. It's a real battle of attrition here, I think. As I say, you can see our Germanic ally there's units starting to rout from the pressure of those Roman troops. He's still doing well. He's still routing some of the enemy troops there. Look at those effective against armour axemen, fully upgraded, don't forget here. Doing really well against Roman troops. Killing them, routing them there. You can see Barkley Man here still charging in some cavalry units there as well. I can see that well upgraded SPQR cavalry coming in as well. So Barkley Man better move his cavalry away there. Okay, so apart from that one unit, he's smashing into the rear of that Julii infantry unit, trying to get the general up. But I think that's the last of his cavalry units left there. So he's using them really well, I think. Okay, so let's just pause the game for a second here. So, Man 2 still got a couple of his cavalry units left, which he's going to look to probably target enemy troops here, hitting the rear of them, tired enemy troops. Barkley Man, I think, has got one cavalry unit left here. But if you look at the enemy troops that are left, can you see, I think all the chosen axemen now have been routed. So all the Germanic infantry has now been routed. And look at the enemy troops that are left here. So make no mistake, these cavalry here would love to charge in to the flank of my engaged Carthage Sacred Band. Make no mistake, Bubo would be looking at that. But he's got battle depleted cavalry units as well. Okay, but as I say, those Parthian archers have been shooting into us for ages, causing casualties, shooting fire arrows into us here. You got all that SPQR cavalry ready to charge. Remember, those got 8 upgrades on those SPQR cavalry. So make no mistake here. This battle is going to go right down to the wire. It looked like we lost it earlier, I thought, but maybe now after our flank was broken, but maybe not now. We may have bought back a little bit here. We might have fought back a little bit here. See my Carthage segment, as I say, I'm moving forward, but I'm putting blocking units here against that Parthian cavalry, facing that Parthian cavalry with a blocking spear units there to stop them charging in. Okay, but I'm still moving forward. I'd like to take out that SPQR general if I could. See my Carthaginians still moving forward. As I say, I want to take the battle to the enemy here. And wisely, the SBQR general pulled his general back there. So that was a good move there by him. Okay, so let's just pause the game for a second here. So the Parthian cavalry here, as I say, fully upgraded, will love to charge into my Carthaginians here, hopefully to get a mass rout. But they are battle depleted units, and he's got his other units there as well. He'd like to charge in, but as I say, the Parthian cavalry is battle depleted. Okay, you can see my Greek city's ally there. We're getting a little bit separated here. He's trying to kill that Julii general. So it might be a good idea for those Spartan units. He may well run those units over to my Carthaginians here. It's best for us to stay together, I think. You can see Barclayman here doing really good with his cavalry. Look, taking out those Parthian archers. Now that is doing us a great service there, because don't forget those Parthian archers will be shooting fire arrows into us, lowering our morale, as well as causing casualties here. So taking those archers out is a really good tactical move there by Barclayman. He's done really well with that cavalry since he's brought it into the battlefield. Right, as I say, we've routed the Julii general, which is good for us. And as I say, my Greek city's ally now is running what's left of his Spartans over towards my Carthaginians. Okay, so you might have noticed there, I've been fighting all the way through the battle with my Carthaginians. I've come right from the other flank all the way over there. As I say, Barclayman's still got a couple of cavalry units left. Still using them wisely. They're probably taking out enemy archers there, I would think. But as I say, as you see, as I said, my Carthaginians, I've been fighting all the way through. I've been attacking and fighting all the way through the battle, okay? But sometimes in the battle, even if you want to be aggressive, okay, you have to sometimes make a different decision for what you would normally do. Now, as I say, I've fought all the way from that flank all the way to here, being aggressive and attacking, but now I think is a time to box up. Okay, now what I mean by box up is to form a defensive formation now. I don't want to start chasing around the battlefield after enemy units, letting their cavalry smash into the flank and rear of my units. Now look at Legion there, he's got 16 men in that unit, 26 men in that unit, 7 men in that unit, 10 men in that unit, 22 men in that unit, and 2 men in that unit. And those are 81 man units. Okay, now I've put a line of a Carthage line in front of them to try and neutralise any attack, because those units being so battle depleted could rout. Okay, so being a good teammate, remember, good teammates, that's what wins battles, being a good teammate. I'm trying to look after my Greek city ally there by putting a Carthage unit in front. Okay, but as I say, now is the time, I think, to become defensive and box up. As I say, veterans watching this, I'm sure you agree, you don't want me chasing around those units with that all that enemy cavalry around, just running around chasing after infantry units. They're tiring my troops out, giving those enemy cavalry chance to smash into the rear and flank. We got to SBQR archers still shooting at us there. So as I say, Legion and myself made the decision here now to box up and invite the enemy now. But of course, the moment you box up, you leave the initiative to the enemy. You pass the initiative to the enemy, okay? Because all we're doing is forming defensive formation here. And as I say, the enemy then has got the initiative where they want to attack, when they want to attack, and we can only react to that. Okay, so as I say, I've put a line of Carthaginians here to counter that cavalry there, hopefully helping out my Spartan ally there, which has got extremely battle depleted units. Okay, now I'm not going to form up a tight defensive box, and there's a reason for that. Okay, you might notice here we're not kind of densely packing that formation out there. Okay, now there's a reason why I'm doing that with my Carthaginians, because if at any point they do attack those areas down there, I can then move units from that reserve pack down to attack there. Now can you see there, as I say, we've got units facing all directions here in our defensive formation, but there's a lot of enemy troops there ready to charge in. Okay, and all the time we're being shot from archers. But as I say, I'm not forming a dense formation down the other end of the defensive formation, if you see what I mean. I want to keep a group of Carthage Sacred Band units up here. Okay, so as I say, we're facing the enemy there with units. Okay, we got that cavalry ready to charge in. And I've got my general central to my my spearman there, keeping protected, so he's giving morale bonus to our troops. Remember, the Greek city's general has been killed, so only my general's giving morale to my troops there, to our troops. Okay. Now I can see a vulnerable part of our defensive line. If I was the enemy, I would attack here, just here, attacking the flank of those 2 units. That's what I would do if I was the enemy Julii general there. You can see vulnerable there, attacking the flanks of those units. Okay, but as I say, I don't want to pack this box out with you. I want to keep a group of my Sacred Band units together. Okay, and there's a tactical reason for that, and that's because if any part of our box is hugely attacked, let's just pause the game for a second. Okay, so as I say, if any part of that defensive formation is attacked heavily, I can then move units from this reserve force down to exactly where it needs to be done. Okay, so those are reserve spear units there that I can move to anywhere in our defensive formation to prop up any particular weak spot if the enemy attacks. Okay, so that's why I'm keeping a group of those Carthage Sacred Band units together there as a reserve force to move out when needed. But I can see where they're going to attack. They're going to attack down the weaker other end of the battle formation there. Okay, your Legion still got one of his archer units that shooting point blank fire arrows into the rear of that enemy Julii unit there. Point blank. So you can imagine it's probably going to do a lot of damage there into that unit. But as I say, there you go. Look, can you see the enemy Julii general saw that kind of chink in the armor of our defensive box there and attacking the flanks of those 2 units. And if you notice here, Legion's bought an armoured hoplite unit over there to try and plug that gap. But I can see where they're going to hit here. Veterans looking at this, where do you think they're going to hit? I think they're going to smash into this part of our battle formation here. Now make no mistake, if they get units to start routing there, then there could be a mass rout. Okay, right, here comes Bubo's fully upgraded Cataphract cavalry, and bang, as they smash in there, straight through that one Carthage, throwing men up in the air there, smash straight through into the rear of that other Carthage unit there, and there comes some more of Bubo's cavalry, and bang, as they charge in there, we've got SPQR infantry and Julii infantry attacking us as well. And as I say, that one end of our battle formation there, defensive formation there has been smashed. There's that SPQR cavalry coming in, and bang, as they smash in as well. Whoa, there is some impact going in there. So I'm now going to start moving units from my reserve force down to that end of the battlefield. But here, all you can see is SPQR troops, Julii troops, and Parthian troops. And they've really smashed that end of our defensive formation. Now this could prove to be a mass rout here, and our units could start mass routing. But as I say, I kept that group of Sacred Band units up there out of the main fray, which I'm now going to move into the main fray there to prop up that place where they've just broken us. Okay, that's why I kept those Sacred Band units in reserve there, so that if anything did happen like that, I can now move them into the fray en masse. Do you see? So that's why I've kept them there. As I say, newer players for Rome Total War, we try and show you like tactics and strategies that might help you enjoy the game even more. You see what I mean? Right, you can see that cavalry there. Now make no mistake, Bubos want to smash into the rear of my Carthage Sacred Band troops there, probably taking out some of those Greek city units as he does. We got all that Julii and SPQR infantry smashing into the front of us, and that fully, well, not fully upgraded SPQR cavalry, but 8 upgrade cavalry ready to charge in as well. Okay, so if you're a betting man here, which way do you think this battle's going to go? Remember, the SPQR cavalry is going to smash in, the Parthian cavalry is going to smash in, and all that enemy infantry there. Which way do you think the battle is going to go at this stage? Okay, there comes the Parthian cavalry there, that's smashing in through my Greek city's ally into the rear of my engaged troops. Are bang as they smash in there. Oh my gosh, right, I think all my Greek city allies units have now been routed. Okay, make no mistake about that. All the Greek city units, Spartan units there, have now been routed. Okay, so at this stage of the battle, it's just my Carthaginians here fighting SPQR infantry, Julii infantry, and Parthian cavalry, and that SPQR cavalry as well. Okay, so I'm just starting to move forward again into that enemy infantry. We've routed a lot of those Parthian, fully upgraded Parthian cavalry units, which I'm glad about. Managed to do them in, which is good. But now I'm going to start moving my Carthage Sacred Band units into the enemy infantry there. You can see the SBQR cavalry was looking to charge into the flank of one of my spear units there. But you see what I mean about keeping those units in reserve within that defensive formation? I can now move them down en masse to attack the enemy troops there. So you can see I'm still moving forward, still making inroads into the enemy infantry there. I've got that blocking spear force in behind my attacking troops there to neutralise that SBQR cavalry. Okay, very tactical move here, you see. As I say, newer players to Rome Total War. If you look at some of our tactics and strategies we show in these battles, it hopefully will help you enjoy the playing the games even more. Okay, I can see that SBQR cavalry there looking to maybe charge into the rear of my spearmen there. But as I say, I'm moving forward en masse with my my spear units there, and it looks like we've routed most of the enemy infantry at this stage. Okay. Looks like they're just carrying on. But I just want to show you the intensity of this battle. Okay, this was a real battle of attrition here. Look at the dead. Remember, this is where the Greek cities and my Carthage Sacred Band attacked those Macedonian troops there. That massive Macedonian army there. So Legion and myself did well there. You can see the dead, mostly Macedonian troops there. And then if you go across the battlefield here, you can see across here, you can see where we've been fighting, all the way from that flank, all the way over here. Here you can see through this area, lots of dead cavalry there amongst the infantry. And then further on up here as well. So you can see here how intense the battle was and how it was a real battle of attrition. But it looks like our team has managed to prevail at this stage of the battle there. I think basically all the enemy have got left now are those SBQR cavalry. Okay, those SBQR cavalry have got 8 upgrades on, 2 experience stripes, gold shield, gold attack. They've just chased down the last of Legion's units. Okay, that archer unit there has just been taken out. So you can see that SBQR cavalry. Now I don't know what he's going to do, whether he's going to charge in. Looks like he's going to charge in there. And there comes that SBQR cavalry, and bang, as they charge in to my slingers and into my spear units there in one final massive attack there. Bang, as they charge in. But my spearmen there already. Remember, the spear and pike units in this game have got massive anti-cavalry bonus. Right, let's just pause the game for a second here. Okay, so you can see Barclay man there has got 1 man left in that cavalry unit. That's the only man left he's got out of his entire army. 1 man. Okay, so that just goes to show how attritional the battle was. All the Germanic armies taken out, and all the and all the Greek cities army has been taken out as well. So that's the battle of attrition that this was, and I hope this is a real memorable battle, as I say, to mark our 90,000 total views on our channel. And I hope this is a battle that you've loved and you will remember this battle, as I say, to kind of celebrate getting 90,000 views on our channel. Okay, first thing I'd like to say is really well played to everybody in the game. And as you say, it was a close victory there. Just like to draw your attention to the highest kills, and that's Legion 22, 1,959 kills. So really well done to Legion. That old Carthage army of mine managed to get in the 2nd highest kills there. So I was quite pleased with that, the way that army performed. So as I say, once again, really well played to everybody in the game. Well done to Titan's Bubo. I thought he had some good kills there. With his massive amount of archers and those 6 fully upgraded cats. Probably Winter is coming with that massive army. Probably didn't get the kills that he wanted there, but he was hit by Greek cities in Carthage. Clash did well with his infantry and cavalry, and well done to RV Comrade Stalin there. Nice kills there as well. So really well played to you guys. A great battle there. Win or lose, I think that was a great battle, and I hope you would agree with that. And then really well played to Brotherhood member Man 2. The newest member of our clan there, got some good kills with Germania. Well done to Barclay man there. I think that cavalry charge at the end, do you think that was the right time to bring him out, or do you think that was a bit late? And well done to Legion 22 for the most kills in the game. As I say, this is a milestone for the Brotherhood YouTube channel. I think getting, as I say, we've got 90,338 views on this channel. Now bearing in mind that RTW is 16 years old, I think that's a real achievement, and that's why I wanted to show like a special battle, a memorable battle, which I hope you would agree this was. The Spartan Commander saying, see you soon, bye for now, bye bye.